What's going on, guys? So it's about 4 days into ladder here of season 3, and I've been working on my Lightning Sorceress, as I mentioned in my previous video. So I want to make this little update video to show you guys where I'm at and my current progress, how I geared up, and my future goals. Let me know in the comments below which build you guys have played, and your best drop so far in the last 4 days or so. So yeah, so I usually play solo, so you can see here I started with Charge Bolt, and I just kept pumping my skills into Charge Bolt. So this is pretty much a pure glass cannon type build. Then I found this faster cast ring, which definitely helped speed up the kill speed. Then I found a Nagel ring randomly at level like 8 or 9, which was probably the earliest I've ever found a Nagel, so that was pretty awesome. And continuing along, I just kept putting points into Charge Bolt until I finally got Lightning. Then once I switched to Lightning, I had to keep putting more points into mana because I didn't realize how mana intensive this build is. When I play with my cold source, it's usually not that bad, so I had to just keep using all my gold on mana potions. So finally at level 18, I got teleport, so I started speeding things up. And Duriel is always usually my biggest challenge because he kills my mercenary so quickly, and there's not enough room for me to escape. And my faster cast isn't great, so that was probably my toughest challenge. At least with Mephisto, he has more lightning resist, but more room to move around. So I made my way to Chaos, and I started getting some slightly better gear. Nothing great. Severb's icon helped with the mana regen, but you could see I had like no potions, especially going with Ancients. And I just kept pumping more points into Lightning, and eventually I finished up Act 1 or normal difficulty. Finally got runes in a 2-socketed chest to make stealth, which was great for the faster cast rate, and the faster run walk is actually pretty helpful too. Then I farmed normal cows to get a crystal sword, and then I used the Lazarus quest to 4-open socket it, and by this time I've had enough runes through the cows and a little bit of Countess to get my Spirit Rune word, and I ended up rolling 29%. Not terrible, but a huge upgrade from my 1 to lightning staff I had. So we ended here normal with level 40, and I kept doing battle runs to get there, and then this is my gear so far with the charms. So nothing amazing as you can see, but enough to get me through normal. Then we made our way to Nightmare, and I find this faster cast cold resist, lightning resist ring, which was a nice upgrade for me. I didn't even realize I had the ring in my inventory, unless I got it from a quest. Then Duriel again. Again, you can see my mercenary is dead because he has no gear to survive, and I'm not a high enough level. So just keep, as I said, just keep going with the lightning and buying my mana potions. Then finally I got lightning mastery, and I just kept pumping that as well. Then I made my way to Nightmare and Mephisto, and even though he was pretty highly lightning immune, it took me a little while, but I was able to do it, and then I found this faster round walk circlet. Now this is probably my best drop so far, an Rune from Nightmare Hellforge. This was awesome because I was able to trade eventually for a White Monarch and then socket that and make my Spirit, but this was later on because I didn't have enough strength to use it. So I was able to do Ancients, and then I made my way to Hell. And you can see here I'm still using Mulbrega's shield, but then I find a Lightning Amulet. Then I find Talrash's 2/1/1 Swirling Crystal. Now it's not as good as the Spirit, so I was able to actually trade that. A lot of people are going Cold Source, so the 2 for Cold Mastery is worth it. Then I find this 3-open socket Mage Plate, and I started finding some decent gear here, and I'm not going to show all of it because I'm going to save those for the runs, but I found some decent gear in Hell, which I was able to trade, and then you can see here I'm making my Spirit, which I traded the Monarch for about an Rune. And then it took me all the way to level 77 to finally find a good base and enough runes to get my Insight, which was critical for this build with the teleport and the lightning, very mana intensive. So we finished off here. I did a bunch of like pit runs and Countess and Arcane, and here's the gear I ended up with. I was able to trade for Viper Magi as well with the gear I found, and I got a couple spirits, and my gear is looking pretty decent. But the goals now are to continue to do Countess and Arcane and hopefully Nilithak to get some keys, as torches are still pretty valuable, and just keep adding value and being able to upgrade to 117% faster cast rate, and eventually Shaco or Griffin's long term, and then ultimately I want to get Infinity. So we'll see about that, and hopefully I can post a video in the next 1 or 2 days about my next 100 run videos. So let me know in the comments below what you guys have found and what build you started with in the comments below. I'm interested to hear, and thanks for watching.